Quick video on this. I picked up this the other day. It's a Stihl TS360 AVS chop cut off saw, whatever you like to call it. I think it probably goes down as one of the world's worst looking ones. It's been painted green, army green, and you can see there's some brown paint on that, but I think it would actually come off and clean up okay. But if it hasn't got spark, I will not pursue it. If it's got spark, I shall probably throw a little bit of money at it, and it may have to have a new barrel and piston. It may just have to have a piston. Carburetor will probably need reconditioning. I do not know. I know absolutely zero about this thing, but I think it could be better than it looks. You can see the air filter's rusty looking. And it's just, well, actually the air filter's in there. That must be the internal dust sort of bit. Look reasonable in there. There's a bit of crud in there, but the tank was dryish. If you look there, yeah, it's dry. But you can see the disc is broke. The person told me it was thrown in a shed, and he didn't know nothing about it. So there's a bolt missing on there, so I'd have to address that. But what I'm going to do is see if it's got spark now. I think it has spark. I'll just show you. If you can just get a little bit closer in.
Yep, saw it.
Yep, so every time I pull it, it has spark. So I'm quite satisfied that the spark side of things, the ignition is good. So it actually depends what the piston and that's like. So I might just try a little bit of fuel down there and pull it over, just see if it kicks off at all, and then go from there. But it's going to have quite a strip down and clean up anyway, so it could be a nice tool. We shall just see what it turns out like. Then put a bit of the WD-40 down the board, see if it kicks off at all. It should do. It might not be the correct way, but I didn't have no petrol on hand, so let's just see if it kicks off and does anything. So as you can see, it did kick and do something. So it did fire. I've took the exhaust off so I can have a little look in through the port for the exhaust port to see if the piston has any damage. And to be honest, it's pretty good, the piston. I don't know how well you can see, but it's not bad at all. So obviously I can't see the other side yet, but I did actually put some fuel in it. I was off camera, and it sort of tried to fire a little bit, but then it got filled up in there with like milky petrol, really, I suppose. So there's water in the system somewhere. I think in the last video I said looking through the port the piston looked good. Well, it did, but unfortunately on the, I'll show you, on the carburetor side of the piston we had damage. So it doesn't mean I'm going to give up on it. This all needs cleaning. I haven't got around to any of that, but I have since bought, well, the gasket kit come with it, and I'll just find what's what. Yeah, in that box is an air filter kit, the whole air filter kit for it, and I have also bought, probably guessed, a new cotton piston for it. I think that was about 30 odd quid, so I'm going to clean it up and I'm going to put that on it. So it has cost me a little bit more than I wanted to, but I thought it was a good YouTube project, so I thought I'd, bite the bullet and try and fix it up.